That's also. This is just a little bump in the road.
Again, on Thanksgiving, reminding us, I guess we all have a lot to be thankful
and you know
for.
What? You know what? In fairness, this is going to be the weirdest holiday season ever. I just feel so bad for so many people. With the economy,
right,
in the situation it is now. I was there at the big Hosea Williams dinner here today, and they served 50,000 people who were homeless or who couldn't afford Thanksgiving meal. And man, I pray that everybody, this economy rebounds, and I'm pulling so hard for President-elect Obama. This is just going to be a very interesting next couple months during this holiday season. And I just wish the best for other people. I do, because this is scary right now.
No, and I will say this, though. You see a story like that, reminds you financial times can get tough, but again, you have your health. It's a good place to start, certainly. All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more after a quick break. All right, welcome back to Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai. Don't forget to spend your weekly time at NBA.com. Of course, you get TNT Overtime there. The gentleman here with me on set contributing almost daily there, aren't you guys? Everything, insight, interviews. You're there a lot, I know. And the hot topic this week, I'm sure every website you went on had a story this week about LeBron James. I mean, I was driving home last night, late at night, and they're still talking about, is LeBron James, I've never seen anything like this, 2 years out of becoming a free agent, and it is the hottest story in the NBA. Headlines on newspapers, internet, radio. And now, I think part of the deal with this, guys, just give me 1 second. I think the media sometimes can be hypocritical. We want guys to be honest. I think LeBron's been honest in this case. I think a lot of people disappointed with the way he's handled it with his honesty.
Well, I think that, first of all, I think, the hypocrisy of media, regardless. The outside forces should never affect your locker room. And I think that's what's happening. Where I think LeBron has made some of the right comments, but he hasn't made the perfect comment. Because the perfect comment to me is where he still alienated 11 guys in his locker room.
Right.
And what I mean by that is he hasn't said, you know what, we're 12-3 right now. We're a championship caliber team. We're going to win multiple championships here while I'm here. Right. Period. End of story. That is the story right there, because what that does to me, Chuck, is that takes 11 other guys and say, we have your back and we'll run through a wall for you. Yeah. Because then he brings, what last part, Mark, he brings confidence to guys who might not normally have confidence. The Delonte West, the Mo Williams, and the rest of those guys. He lifts them up a little bit higher in their mental preparation for games. But when you say, you know what, I want to be on a championship team in 2 years, then it kind of alienates the guys that are there. So I think that he, 2 years out, say, I'm a Cleveland Cavalier for life. But even if it's not the truth, but it makes those 11 other guys feel important.
And he doesn't even have to do that. He can say, which we've heard from athletes so many times, look, my focus right now is here. I want to win a championship here. Yeah. I love it here. I don't know what's going to happen.
He can't do it. He can't go there.
But he did worse because he said, you never know.
I'm a big LeBron James fan, but I think he's been 100% wrong in this situation. I agree with Kenny. I said it last week. I said it on radio shows. I think it's unfair to the city of Cleveland. It's unfair to the Cleveland Cavaliers team to talk about, and I used the analogy, that'd be like me saying, you know what, I can't wait to go to ESPN in 2 years. That'd be disrespectful to everybody around here.
Everybody just fell over.
Hey,
except for me, I'd be like, oh.
It's the whole crew.
I just think that would be disrespectful. If I wanted to go to ESPN, I would never talk about it down the line. I said, listen, I love working here. I work for TNT. I'll worry about 2 years in 2 years. That would be disrespectful to everybody upstairs, everybody downstairs. Right. I think LeBron has handled this, and ESPN has ran it like they made a big production last week. That is really unfair. Like I say, it's unfair to the Cavaliers players, like Kenny says. I think it's totally disrespectful.
He's got to be more convicted in his stay. And because 2 years, whatever happens.
Even if it was I think if it was a year where it'd still be unfortunate. And let me tell you something. Everybody talking about, to me, it'd be more important and better to win a championship in Cleveland. because they haven't won anything.
Right.
To act like, I keep hearing he's going to be bigger in New York.
Right.
No, he's not. He won't be bigger. He big as he is right now. If he wins championships in Cleveland, at least if he go to New York, first of all, if he don't win, they're going to kill him. But he's got to compete with the Jets, the Yankees, the Giants in Cleveland. Michael Jordan is the biggest star in the world living in Chicago. He led them to the promised land. But I just think it's disrespectful. And I wish he would sign a lifetime deal with the. He's from.
Well, he can make it all right that way. He can make it all. They'll forgive and forget all this if he stays and wins a championship.
Yeah, stay and win a championship. But like I said, the biggest thing to me is those 11 guys, because I've been one of the 11, and I know how that would propel me and say, you know what, this guy believes in me. And you know, if Hakeem Olajuwon comes and says we have the team we need to win a championship, that made me feel better, and it gave me more confidence. I'm sure that would do that with Mo Williams, Delonte West, and the rest of the Cleveland Cavaliers that are there.
All right. Great stuff, guys. We got to take a quick timeout. We're going to have more after this. Keep it here on Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai.
There's a train coming down the tracks.
Who is it?
It's the Auburn Tigers, Alabama.
Oh, my gosh.
You better get off the tracks.
Vote for your favorite
War
NBA
Eagle,
player.
baby.
Vote for your NBA players, NBA.com.
Welcome back to Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai. And this was game number 1 for us. Orlando by 15 over Washington.
Fire the coach.
Orlando's won 6 of their last 7. This one never really close at all. Another big game for Dwight Howard, 26 and 14. And guys, you know, sometimes players and coaches kind enough to wear a mic for us. Stan Van Gundy did that for us in this game. Have a listen.
Ron Jeremy?
Hey, get back! Don't assume he's going to throw it back. Be ready. Just be ready. That's you! Ah!
Last yell. Now, we thought there was a comparison. No,
have you ever seen Ron Jeremy and Stan Van Gundy at the same place?
There's another comparison.
Have you ever seen them at the same place?
I've never seen them in the same place.
I know you haven't.
Let's move to
I don't think I've ever seen them in the same place.
How about politics? Didn't that yell remind you of something? Maybe circa 2004?
Howard Dean?
You're good. You're good.
Not only are we going to New Hampshire, Tom Harkin, we're going to South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. And we're going to California and Texas and New York. And we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
Hey, you know what?
Now, if you closed your eyes, could you tell the difference between those two?
My mouth's a little fuzzy. Did he win? How'd that work out for him?
All right, I think you should close your eyes as you listen to these two. We're going to compare them, see if you can tell which one's which. I'm telling you, it was identical.
Oh, no, the two yells?
Yeah.
Or the two people?
The two yells.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were. I like Chuck's comparison better. Who does he look like, Chuck?
Ron Jeremy.
Okay.
They've never been at the same place at the same
Just
time.
trying to make the new guy uncomfortable when he's here. Aren't you?
Uncomfortable?
What? How do you know who Ron Jeremy
Hey,
is?
don't act like you don't know who Ron Jeremy is.
Inside the NBA, brought to you by the Hyundai Holiday Sales Event, going on at your local Hyundai dealer right now. 'Tis the season to be smart with your money.
Hey Charles, congrats on getting inducted into the College Basketball Hall of Fame. Auburn must be proud, even though Vandy did beat him in football this season.
Jay's my guy.
Having fun, wasn't
Jay,
he?
you know I got love for you.
We got to keep moving. We got to keep moving. This leads us to our Nito. It leads us to our Nito stat of the night on retirement, and we want to show the numbers. Very, simple Nito stat of the night on the numbers.
It's time for
EJ's Nito Stat of the Night.
Sponsored by Nova.
MF's Nito. And across the EJ out. There you go. There's your retirement dates. Now, my question to you two is, once you're retired, shouldn't you really stay retired?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then why do we have this?
Oh,
Dick and V.
Vitale?
You know,
Where's this at?
This is at the College Basketball Hall of Fame thing this weekend. You know what's amazing about it?
Injecting an old man.
Guess what Dick said? Guess what Dick said to me?
What'd he say?
Why don't you try to dump? I said, are you crazy?